Hey everybody, thank you so very much for taking time for tuning in to the video. Before I get on with the video, if you don't like how long my videos are, you can clearly see before you click on it how long it is. If you don't like how much I describe or in detail I get on the video, or if you don't like how sometimes I stutter on words or say words a whole bunch of times like and, or so, and then some people will say, oh, every time he says those words, let's do a drinking game. Just turn it off. Go to another video, and then actually put in the comments some very rude and nasty comments, which I will be making videos on too as well, because it's amazing what some people will say to people. Then, like I said, just turn it off. It's not like I don't have the power to mute you, so you can't put it, do any comments, but you can watch the video, or I can just totally block you and you can't watch any of the videos, and I can also just totally wipe out or delete your comment too as well. So let's get into this video, and it's going to be long. So the first day that the ATF came to my house, which was October, I believe it was 9th, which was a Friday, after I got home about 5 o'clock, and found a card on my door from the ATF saying for me to call them. That day, it was told to me by somebody that lives in my neighborhood that they were actually in my backyard for 5 minutes. And so let me also say that for I don't know how many years, over 5 years, I've had in my front lawn a no trespassing sign, which is easily seen, and a no soliciting sign on the front door. So of course, if there's law enforcement that has a warrant, of course they can come on your property or anything like that. And of course, if they have an investigation, they can come up the front door, but it doesn't give them the right to go into my backyard and stay whatever they're doing out there for 5 minutes. Now, like I said, a person in the neighborhood told me this, and so I'm going to go into some detail. Excuse me. My neighborhood is small. It's not a gated community, but you come. It's just one entrance in and out. Small neighborhood. It's like shaped like a backwards capital D. It's kind of straight coming in. You can take a right if you want to, but you kind of straight and it kind of wobbles around, then turn like the oval part of the D, and then it brings you right back to the front, and you go out. And so this neighborhood is mainly elderly people, not all of them, but I'm 57, people call me elderly, but these people are in their 60s, 70s, 80 years old. And of course, a lot of them like to ride their bikes, walk around the block a couple of times, and of course, a lot of them are always out in their lawn, working on things. They got the dog, whatever. And also, I have neighbors, at least 5 neighbors that can see my house. So I was out in my front lawn doing yard work. This was on the weekend, which most people do their yard work on the weekend, but also, a lot of people do, work in their garden, whatever. So when I was out there, I was getting ready to blow off the driveway after mowing the lawn, and one of the people who lives in the neighborhood came up to me and said, and I know this person, said that they almost called the police because of suspicious people and vehicles at my house. And I act surprised, but then of course you do the deduction. So this person, I asked when this was, and the person said at first they thought it was Thursday, like I believe the 8th, but that was, but then of course you figure out that it was the ATF. And so the person said that they saw 2 cars pass my house and actually make it to the close to the other neighbor next door. These 2 cars then did a U-turn. Instead of coming up into my driveway, parked the 2 vehicles alongside the road near the ditch that's in front of everybody's houses. They then got out of their vehicle and they told me it was a man and a woman, which was a man and a woman, gave a description and everything, and what their cars looked like, and they came to the front door. And the person said that they were at the front door for at least 5 minutes. Now also let me tell you that since my mother passed away, it's just me and my son living here. And this person, a lot of people look out for everybody. And so if there's anything suspicious, they'll either let you know, or if it's, very suspicious, that they will call the police. So the person knew that I had taken my son to work, and that I came back home, and then knew that I had left and I was gone for the day, left about 12 or 1. And so the person knew that there was nobody at home. And so this person told me they almost called the police, and I wish they had, because for these people going into my backyard is absolutely ridiculous, and spending 5 minutes in the backyard. So like I said, there's a no trespassing sign, no soliciting sign. They're at the front door for at least 5 minutes. The person told me they went, and I'm pointing the direction, this is the front door, walked around the side of the house, both of them did, went into the backyard to the back of the house, which is right behind the camera, and then of course was out of sight from this person. And tell me that they were out there for at least 5 minutes. Now my backyard is pretty good size, and right behind us is a glass sliding door. We can see the whole backyard, and there's a screened-in porch, which of course I've always got locked to as well. And so what were they doing out back for 5 minutes? Were they trying to gain entry? Were they trying to get in? What were they trying to do for that long? And then instead of them, they expected help. So that's when they almost called the police. And I wish they had done that, because wouldn't it have been great for the police to come and think that these people were actually breaking into the house and draw on them. Now I don't know when they go to visit in certain whatever areas they visit in, that they actually contact the local police. I don't know that. Somebody might be able to tell me that in the comments. And instead of them coming back the way that they came once they got to the back of the house, and like I said, stayed for 5 minutes, they actually walked the whole house, went all the way around. Instead of leaving, because I wasn't here or whatever they were doing, then they actually, instead of leaving, like I said, came to the front door and spent another 5 minutes by the front door and then left. But also another scenario, what if I was home? What if I was taking a shower? What if I was taking a dump? What if I was playing video games and had headphones on, didn't hear anybody knocking, and then I see somebody in the backyard, whatever they were doing, if they were trying to gain entry? How could have that gone? Especially when the person tells me they, they didn't say anything about anything, anything like a hat that says something on it, or a jacket that says something on it, like I said, ATF. Now here's how I explained this away. I explained to him, and this is true, that since my mother passed away on August 21st, I've been thinking about selling the house. It's a big house, big, who needs all of this stuff? So I had actually contacted a realtor, but you have to get things ready. They want you to do certain things, and or whatever. So the house isn't even on the market, even if I haven't even decided actually I'm going to do it. Weighing options. So I just explained, and the person knew that my mother had passed away, and so that's how I explained it. That it was people that realtor told about the house, but it wasn't on the market yet, and they wanted permission, so that I gave them permission over the phone just to walk around the house, and if they could look in a window or whatever. So that's how I passed that off. And then, like I said, they were there at the front door for 5 minutes, and then they left. But of course, with the description they gave me, the description of the cars, and the man and the woman, of course, I know that it was the ATF. So to me, and it should be to everybody, very disturbing that not only, they came and I wasn't here, but then to go in the backyard and find out what were they doing, what were they actually doing. And I don't have a security system or anything like that. I wish I did. It would be awesome. Or even have, like the Ring doorbell, to be able to see this happening. It would have been, some great thing to show too as well. So that's what I have now. I've had this information for, like I said, 2 weeks now. I don't know where to go with. I already like in my previous video, I said I contacted the lawyer about the letter that the ATF gave me and what they told me, and that person said they couldn't do anything for me. So what can we do? And also a person saying this, somebody who lives in the neighborhood, I'm not going to get that person involved. I wouldn't want to go to a lawyer and they say, well, the only way we can do something is if this person comes forward. I'm not going to get anybody involved in that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I do apologize for how long, but that's just the way it is. And I will be, like I said, I will be making further videos, especially on a lot of these comments, and people say that they know the law and you shouldn't have done this, or just the rude and nasty comments, just some outrageous things too as well. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Of course, leave comments. Please don't be rude, and you can share the video if you like. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.